Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Our phone number, 877-937-1047. The text line, you text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. Couple comments on the text line about the Couples Podcast. Peyton dropped it yesterday, her and Kadeem. 928 number. I'm currently listening to the Couples Podcast from yesterday. Peyton and Kadeem's dynamic are so similar to mine and my husband's. I really relate to them. My husband is also an Aquarius. He and Kadeem are so much alike. It was really nice getting to know both of you on yesterday's episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, that's sweet. I sent the podcast to our families, and it was kind of fun to hear their responses too, because it's like Kadeem, and you get a little bit of him in the podcast, but his personality shows out in little bits and pieces, which is really fun. But it was fun how they were able to dissect our personalities in the podcast. It was fun.
A 605 number. I think Kareem calms Peyton down.
Yeah.
It was the most chill I've ever heard her be.
Yeah.
Great podcast. Oh, and then they text again, Kadeem, LOL. Okay.
Yeah. He's definitely my zen.
Yeah, so you go to wherever you hear podcasts, especially like the John Jay and Rich On Demand podcast. That's where we drop it. We drop it every Sunday. This Sunday, is it you or me? It's me. Okay, it's Blake. Blake and I are going to do this Sunday's podcast.
Are you prepared?
Her and I got into a massive fight. We've had in our whole marriage a huge, one big fight. I think I told you guys about it. It was something so stupid about leaving the Suns game early. We got into another one on Friday. It was totally different. And part of me wants to bring it up on the air here, but then I also want to bring it up on the podcast because it was so ridiculous. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm right the whole time.
Of course
it's me.
you are.
Yeah.
You're always right, John Jay.
Anyway, so you can always text us. Text JJR, whatever you want to say, to 96893. Okay, youth sports. What's happening?
I'm deep into the sports mom era of my day. And honestly, I love it. I like driving my kids to sports. I like sitting at their games. I like chatting with the other parents. I've made friends with the other parents. It's a social time for me, and my kids are having a great time. It's a win-win all around. But Easton's doing 2 sports this season. So he's doing flag football and he's doing baseball. So pretty much every night of the week, we're at some sort of sporting event, and there's one rotating day of the week where we've got nothing going on. And those nights are great, but then the other nights are great too. So I've noticed a vast difference in the baseball parents and the football parents. And it almost kind of explains, because I've told you before, Easton gets really emotional during football. If someone almost intercepted a ball in the game on Friday night that he was supposed to receive, he started crying. He gets very competitive, and when things don't work out, he gets really emotional. And
I'm sure that happens to Travis Kelce too.
Maybe back in the day, I don't know. Maybe he had a coach. I'm trying to find a way to channel those big feelings into his superpower, but haven't figured that out yet. But I almost feel like it's the parents' fault, because I've noticed at the flag football games, those games are really exciting, and the parents cheer very intensely. You're on one side of the field and you're rooting for one team. You're like, go! And then it's a lot of energy, and it's a lot of, I think, pressure for the kids. And the baseball parents are just so chill. At the games, they're like, yeah, good job. And then they cheer good job for the other team too.
Right.
So if some kid messes up, it doesn't matter, because you're getting cheered from both parents. And I've noticed, in the baseball games, Easton does not get as emotional. And so I'm thinking, it's not
the crowd.
It's not him. It's the other parent.
No,
because if you think about it,
yeah.
so if the pass is a pass for him gets intercepted, the parents on the other team are cheering
Yes.
because essentially
Because their kid almost
he
intercepted
could look
a ball.
at it like it was his mistake.
Yeah.
But it's not his mistake.
No.
It's the quarterback's mistake.
Right. Right. But it's been kind of like fascinating because I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, I hate seeing my kid cry and I don't like seeing him upset, but I also want him to learn how to manage his feelings because that's a big life skill that you have to learn. Like, you can't just have a meltdown every time things don't go your way. You just can't. So I'm like, maybe it's the surroundings. Like,
I think
and
you're
that's
totally
like something
right.
totally
Yeah.
out of my control. So I don't know how to help him there.
Yeah. That's tough. And I can totally see that as like a former athlete in the pressure, but also as a coach. It's like, I think sometimes, parents, they want their kid to be the best. And so you don't even realize what's coming out of your mouth half the time and how that can affect another kid who's just trying to be better at things. So I think that's always a good reminder that it's youth sports.
Totally.
Let's chill.
Oh my gosh. I took a picture at the baseball field just the other day and I have to post it because it was like, it's such a good reminder for everyone attending any youth sports game. If you have like a dog in the fight or a kid in the game or whatever, it says reminders from your child. I'm a kid. It's just a game. My coach is a volunteer. The officials are humans. No college scholarships will be handed out today.
Yeah, no, that's so real.
That's really good.
It's so real. But
You know,
people
another
are,
thing-
dedicated to their youth sports
Oh,
too.
yeah,
so-
for sure.
Another thing, though, like if he followed in his dad's footsteps and just golfed, then you don't have to deal with
Well,
a
he
lot
totally
of that, right?
could, but he also gets very emotional in golf.
Oh, he does?
So again,
that's
that ruins
good.
my
How about
theory that
chess?
it's the parent.
It's good that he cares so much, though. That's really good.
Oh, it's so
Like,
funny
what, if he
because
misses a putt, he starts to cry?
he gets so frustrated, and it's so funny because, like, Scott's like, buddy, golf's the hardest game in sports. Like, it really is. It's so difficult. Even the pros have really bad days. And, like, Easton loves Scotty Scheffler. Who doesn't? And he's like, Scotty has bad days. Scotty has bad tournaments. And he's a professional that's been doing this his whole life. So, one day, if anyone has been there with their child and they know the way around this or the right way to go about this, let me know. But until then, I just like, he's trying all the things. He loves baseball right now. Like, I asked him what sport right now is he enjoying the most. And he plays golf with his dad and he plays football and he plays baseball. And he's like, it's baseball. We had practice last night. Practice was over and the kids kept playing. They
that's
would not
great.
leave.
Oh, that's
That's
so
awesome.
fun. And they
They
make
would not
bank
leave.
in baseball, so keep it up,
It's
Houston.
so competitive though.
Hi, Sierra.
Hi. So I wanted to comment on Easton and being emotional. I have 3 kids. All of them play multiple sports. And I want to say that I don't necessarily think that it's what sport he plays, but the fact that he's a Gemini. I have a 7-year-old who is a Gemini, and she's very emotional when it comes to not getting her way. And that's kind of in all things in life, not just sports, but it's very hard to explain to her, like, you can't always have it your way. You're not going to win everything. And you kind of just have to, like, be happy for others when they win, even if you lose. So I want to say there may not be anything you can do about it
No,
right now.
that was
That's
helpful.
actually, I've thought that a couple of times because I always describe Easton as like, if you get him and he's in a great mood, he's like, everyone loves him. But he's like the Hulk. When he's angry, you don't want to see him when he's angry.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally agree. My daughter is, like, the life of the party, like, always, like, center of attention. But it's like a flip of a switch, and all of a sudden, she's like the biggest grump in the world. Don't mess with her. And there's nothing you can do to change it. It's like you have to let her go through her emotions to get back to her happy self.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Maybe that's it. And, it's funny because I've become like friends with the other parents and stuff like that. We had 2 games Friday night, and afterwards it was like dinner time. And so naturally, me and the other moms, we kind of just like planned a dinner. We're like, hey, let's all go together.
Best part of youth
Having, like,
sports.
flashbacks.
I love those memories of being a kid.
I know.
Some
I
of
know.
my favorite memories.
I like remember being on sports teams and my parents not going to the dinners, and I was like, I'll go to dinner.
Yeah.
So now I'm planning the dinners, and we're like, we get to the restaurant. There's this huge table. There's 4 couples, all of our kids, and everyone's having it. Like, I'm having a great time, starting to chat. 10 minutes into it, I'm like, I look over at Scott, and he like had the most miserable look on his face. I was like, what's going on? And he's like, this is just too much. This is too much. There's too many people. It's too loud. It's like chaos right now. And he does not like he wants to go home and be alone.
Yeah.
I was like,
I love that guy.
I was just laughing. I was like, can you bring this guy a couple drinks? Because
He needs to get into the coaching, because I feel like his attitude towards that will change. He'll start to really love the kids, get to know the parents. I challenge him to
I've
that.
asked him to do that, and he's like, it's a 100% absolutely not.
Oh my gosh, you better change. He'll change his mind.
But I will say, he did have a couple of drinks, and then all of a sudden, he was chatty Cathy.
Yeah.
I was like, there we go.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.